everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins. I'm joined now by Mitch Thomas, the CEO of Solis Minerals. Mitch, it's so good to have you back with us. Thanks for joining us again.
Yep, great to see you again, Oriel.
Now, Mitch, you've just raised $6 million. How are you going to allocate these funds across your portfolio?
Yes, so we're very satisfied with the 6 million that we recently raised with very strong institutional and I guess sophisticated investor support. So thank you very much to existing shareholders and those that are incoming. One thing that we're very keen to point out is the participation by our largest shareholder, which is PLS. So they've maintained their 5.1% interest in the company, which renders them still our largest shareholder. And also worth noting that the chairman and I put in a total of $100,000. So, backing the story. But look, to answer your question, the funds will be put into drilling in Brazil primarily. So starting at the Mandacaru target and then moving on to the Campo Grande target, which is nearby. And these are both hard rock lithium targets in Brazil. We'll also preserve some funding for Cinto, which is a large copper porphyry target in Peru. But again, to answer your question, the bulk of the funding goes into exploration and hopefully a large discovery.
So, talking about discoveries, what are you expecting to find?
Well, look, so drilling is going to commence in Brazil in June 2026, and as mentioned, we've got multiple targets at this, what we're calling the Brazil Lithium Project. So look, we'll start at Mandacaru, and Mandacaru has a very similar geological signature to but the project that we discovered about 5 years ago now and divested last year, called the Colina Lithium Project. And look, that was through lacking resources, but I guess to cut a long story short, this Mandacaru target has a very similar signature. So that's where we'll start the drilling. And then we'll move to a nearby target called Campo Grande, and that's located about 19 kilometers away. So the objective is very clear on both of those targets, and is to find a large, a hard rock lithium spodumene bearing project. And look, with a very strong, lithium signature surface, we have high expectations. In terms of the steps that we've taken to get to that point is that all of the land access agreements at Mandacaru have been finalised, and at Campo Grande they'll be finalised shortly, hopefully within the next week. We've appointed a drilling contractor to commence the initial 2,000 metres of diamond drilling at Mandacaru. We'll be mobilising the third week of June 2026, and so that's a bit over 2 weeks away. So a lot of work going into making sure that's happened. But I'll be on the ground for drilling. The first 9 holes have been defined, and look, it'll be an iterative process. We'll adjust holes as we get information out of the ground. But basically we're targeting lithium-bearing pegmatites, which we have at surface, which is a great advantage to this part of the world. We have strong lithium, cesium, and tantalum, vectors that will also help us with that targeting. So overall, just high expectations on this lithium campaign that we're about to kick off.
So you now, Mitch, have money in the bank. You've got drills about to start turning. What's the timeline that investors should be watching out for?
So the major milestone will be the release of assays. And so at the moment, we're looking at about 6 to 8 weeks from submission of those assays to the assay lab. So if we do the math and say that we're starting drilling in the third week of June, look, those assays will be out or start to be drip fed out to the market in August of 2026. But look, being a junior explorer, knowing that information is absolutely key, look, we'll be putting visuals and libs, I anticipate, into the market throughout June and July and leading into August. So we'll keep that momentum up in terms of Newsflow.
Very much looking forward to hearing from you again, Mitch. We'll be talking to you again very soon. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, Oriel. Speak soon.